Christmas is around the corner, la 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 la. And today is a special day for my channel, la 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 la. Because this channel goes over. Oh my God, something goes down. It's the shield of the Templar Knight, la 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 la. It's a mythic legions party with many guests to celebrate over 1,000,100 views of this channel. And the first guest of this special show is Chris Gawrych. La 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 la. Welcome, Chris.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
But I need to understand what happened with the shield of the.
Yeah, what happened?
Because right here I have the last two figures that I got.
Yeah.
One is the Templar Knight. I got this one.
Awesome.
And by the way, I got new, but without the handle of the shield. And now the man that got me this figure tried to find this handle. Because I don't know why there's a missing the handle of the shield, but it's super cool. And I put right here. There we go. This is my shield.
Yeah.
It looks like transparent because of the.
That's cool. I like that. That's cool. There we go. There we go. You got a magic shield.
It comes to me without the handle. I purchased this one on eBay. And by the way, since when I started this project, Mythic Legions project in last April, I spent, I believe, because for my project, I need also many figures, old figures, that are not easy to find.
Oh, yeah.
But so now are coming. I got this one yesterday and this other one, Faunus.
Faunus is awesome. I love that head sculpt. I love that head.
Yes, it's super cool, Faunus. And take a look, because it's something, or his skin is green, looks like transparent or take a look at the shield, the effects of the shield.
Even his hand is disappearing. That's crazy. I love it.
Yes, and you can see the Christmas background with Faunus.
Yeah.
I love so much this figure. I did the unboxing. I did the unboxing today on this channel for this figure. And I like his gimmick because he's a mage, but he's also a warrior, elemental natural power that he has. This guy, I like so much. The head sculpt is blow my mind. This head sculpt of this guy.
Yeah, you know what's even cooler about that head sculpt is the way there's a couple of those horns that are for tooling had to be separated out, and so when we're dealing with that, this was years ago. We get the fine cut. And we're like, oh, I see, like this part comes out and this part comes out and this part comes out. Otherwise, it's just going to get stuck in the tooling, So for us, it's always cool to see that because in production, they do such a great job that most of it is like so well hidden, you would never guess, It's awesome.
Cool. That's super cool. And the reason why I decided to do a Mythic Legions party for my celebration of the channel of over 1 million. Now, actually, it's 1,100,006 and 946 views until now.
Oh my goodness!
But I decided to do a Mythic Legions party because now Mythic Legions become my favorite collection. And
it better be your favorite collection. It better be your top.
And also because of that, what happened? You find something? Wow, that's super cool. I tell you, a story is Christmas related. When it started Christmas time, I start to play in my house only Christmas song. So Dean Martin, every crooner that did that, Dean Martin or
Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Bing Crosby,
and also some
Perry Como,
the typical music. No, I like that. Yeah. And when my girlfriend comes to me, she needs to use the Santa hat for maybe 20 days off because it's rules in the Christmas time to my house. Christmas song every time, every day.
Oh, well, you know what? See, now I was already listening to Christmas music about 2 weeks ago in my office, in here, but I keep it low because most of those guys out there don't want to hear it yet in November. So I think it was Cameron, somebody came in and they're like, like Christmas music. And I said, hey, you came into my office. I'm listening to it low. So don't you complain. But as soon as December 1st rolls around, it's Christmas music all day. And I'll start singing and crooning. I don't care, man. Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening.
Do you know also a song called The Santa Baby?
Yes, but it's sung by a girl, so I'm not going to sing that one.
Yes, a girls. Yes, was singing by girls.
I could try and sing it in a crooner style, It's like Santa baby, come along and sing me a song,
Yeah, good voice, by the way.
Thank you. It's because I sing a lot of Christmas songs.
You train it every day with that.
At least in the winter time, yes.
And take a look at this jacket. This basically looks like a pirate jacket, no? You can see there is also this stuff. So I like a pirate Christmas tonight.
Oh, I freaking love it. When I saw I was wondering what you were going to wear. And you surprised me last time with all white. And now you surprised me with all the red on top. I'm jealous because I just had this crazy, hoodie with Santa on it. This is so ridiculous.
I have a lot of hats, by the way. I have Joker hat. I have pirate hat. A plethora of hats because I collect that.
No, I love it. I love it. Now
I'm a hat guy.
I was curious with the background that you have. Is that what it looks like by you now, or will it ever look that wintry by you? How's the weather over there?
The weather now. I tell you a story. When I put this background, I had the feelings. I think that Chris will ask him something about the weather in my country. There we go. But last night, the snowing just a little bit, but the snow mixed with rain, so awful snow. No snow mixed with rain last night. But tonight, no, is the sky is clear now with the sunlit stars.
Oh, that's too bad, because I was going to sing for you. I was going to say, oh, the weather outside is frightful, but Mr. Allen is sure delightful.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Yeah, let it snow anywhere but here, because I hate driving in the snow.
Really? I don't like driving in the snow, but I like stay at home and I have snow around me.
Yeah. You have a fireplace?
I have four fireplace because it's a house in 3 floors. My house.
Right.
Where I have my toy room, there is a huge fireplace.
Oh man!
And I use the fireplace every time that I work in my studio, because at the room also my studio, because as I told you now, I got 17 Mythic Legions figures. These one are the 2 first one.
Right.
And for each figures, I need to do 2 videos for each one. So unboxing and review, plus a collection update in the middle for both, for in the middle of these new lots. And also on the Christmas night, finally, I reveal my Mythic Legion secret project. Oh. It is not finished because we can tell nothing about that, but you know that there is another music project about Mythic Legions. Oh. And I'm working also on editing that, so I have also many stuff to do. And meanwhile, Wrestling Channel with Alamagnetti, my other big channel of 50,000 over subscriber, over 18 million of views. This other channel, live stream yesterday night for SmackDown. Yeah. Tomorrow there is a show for WWE every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday. So, and meanwhile, I try to work in a new novel, so you can understand why I'm a bit crazy. And I think another fun story. Yesterday, or maybe Friday, I had to do a phone call at 9 a.m. And 9 a.m. to me is like a nightmare, because then I go to sleep at 7 a.m. and that time is the dream time. So the only way to do this phone call is wake up until 9 a.m. And because of that, the situations destroyed the situation of my day and night
Yeah.
schedule, because in the last few days I start to have, because when I go to sleep I start to watch some series of movie
Oh
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And now I become interested for the series. And last few days I sleep at 9 a.m. and wake up. Today, my dog wake up me because it's a little pug, no, a funny little dog.
Oh, I love pugs.
Yes, he's very very smart. He's maybe smarter than me, this little guy. And when in my I haven't something to ring the bell. In general I wake up naturally, because of my pug. And why my pug is upset? I watched the clock. It was 6 p.m. Like
Uh,
Dracula. Also today, a little bit earlier at 5 p.m. In general, I wake up at 3:30, 3 when it's earlier, or 4.
yeah. Yeah.
Now it's like the Dracula, because I go to sleep with the sunrise, and when I wake up, it's the dark. And now Dracula go in the little town, and
Well,
every ghost is mine.
I'm happy you remembered about daylight savings in America, and you were on time this time.
Yes, perfect. Because I had a dinner a few minutes before the show. It's no, maybe if in the future I will be in US, especially in this third time, to me is normal.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I'm jealous of your fireplaces. I just have nothing. I have a heater. That's it. I love fireplaces. It's so nice in the
Yes,
winter.
it's lovely, beauty. The only bad side of that, you need woods to use the
Yeah.
fireplace.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
I purchase. Oh, now there's the problem to convert to weight, because in Italy we have kilos. I know
Oh, right.
pounds is in US,
Right. Yeah, we're stupid.
but
Yes.
now translated, I don't know, but many pounds,
Yeah.
I got many pounds of woods
Yeah.
before in the beginning of the falls. I'm a strong guy, 6'3". I'm a strong guy, so I transport this big under woods
Yeah.
from the basement of my house in the other
Oh,
store.
yeah.
So another way to store that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And every week I need to go, because I'm right here where I live. Much of my time is the top floor of my house, 3 floor, the 3rd floor, and the woods are near the garden. So I need to go to the ladder,
Oh,
1, 2, 3 floors.
yeah.
This part every two times a week to
It's good
get to
exercise.
my place. Yes,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I like it because the warm is the correct word.
Yeah.
The warm that you got with the fire is
Yeah.
different
Like,
than the non-natural warm with. Oh, now it's difficult to find the English
well,
word.
yeah, like when you have the non-natural heat and warmth, it's dry. And
Exactly.
yeah, with the fire, I'm sure there's more like kind of a little more moisture. But yeah, I mean, it feels so nice. You just sitting there and you're like, oh, it feels good. And the smell. When I'm driving home, I'll be in my car, and sometimes coming into the car, I can smell somebody's fireplace outside, and I'm like, I hate you.
I have 3 of that. You need to know the technique to how
Oh yeah.
to start the fire, because you need to
Yeah.
use some cube, little cube that you
Yep.
use to help the fire, and you
Yep.
need to put the better position to the woods, because if you don't make the good way to, because the airs
Yeah.
need
Yeah.
to go between the 2 woods, for example.
Yeah.
If you don't get to the air the enough space to pass through the woods, the fire don't work. So
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
need to
It
wait a little
chokes.
bit.
Yeah.
But later you understand how it works, because there is a symphony of the fire. So because there is a music of the fire, you understand
Yeah.
about the sound that did the fire. The sound tell you when the fire is ready. You can go in another room to do other stuff. So my father passed through me this art to use the fire. So
Yeah. 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 Do you know about the on Christmas Day, every year for, God, I don't know for how long. It's been so long. On TV, they have a fireplace. They call it like the Yule log, and it'll just burn, and burns all day. And it's like for people, I guess, that, don't have a fireplace, but they want to have a little Christmas, kind of thing. It's cute. It's fun. I think they have it on several different channels now, but it always used to be on, like, I think one channel. I don't remember what channel it was, but every year.
Yes, I know, because there is some channel that put many views, by the way. It's a good way to do the views, but the only problem is the copyright, because on YouTube there are big copyright rules, so right. I don't know what happened with that. But I saw some channel with this fireplace, the fire, and the long playlist, 3 hour, 4 hour, 6 hour of music and right. fireplace at the same time. Some YouTube channel do that.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know what happened with the money for that, because the copyright rules, when you use the music of someone,
yep,
the owner got the money of your views if you're lucky. If this guy don't stop your stream, it give you a copyright strike. So need to be careful with that, because I know as a YouTuber, I know which problem you can get with that.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully you don't get flagged for my singing of Christmas songs. They think the real deal. I sound so good.
No, it's different, because when you sing something that's familiar, it's not like a put. Also, if I put a cover, it's just different. Some song allow you to do the cover. Some song not, but just to sing, just singing under the shower is not a problem, I think.
Right? Yeah.
But back to Mythic Legions, because there is some topics. Obviously, I will use these topics also with the other guests, guys, because everyone remember, we are 2 now, but we'll be more guys in the show later. So don't go away, my friends, and stay tuned, because other special guys will return for my channel, because other guys that you had before in the show.
Yes.
But my first topic, I tell you how it works, because tonight is different. It's not an interview. It's a party, Mythic Legions party.
Woo!
We create some rock and roll, baby, but not rock and roll. Also, la 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 la. It's Christmas.
Christmas in mythos.
Christmas or Mythic Christmas also.
Mythic Christmas. Yeah, I'll take Mythic Christmas. Yeah.
And also because I remember to all of you, Christmas night will be a Mythic night on this channel, because finally I will reveal my Mythic Legion secret projects. If you follow this channel, you watch my review and unboxing, you know that I teased that for a while, since I started this love with Mythic Legions last April. And by the way, the reason why I decided to do a Mythic Legions party for my 1 million celebration is because I started this project, and now I fall in love with these figures, and I spent so much to get these old figures until now, and I need also to get also the Lithia and some guys that I pick for Poxus. But until now, I got all figures. Some of them are on the way to go to me, because I paid them by some US, but on the way. Mm-hmm. And however, I got, I believe, once I get the number, it's a big problem to me. But now I believe that I have 32 figures, 17 are coming. And these are all figures that I want for my project, all figures. But I spend over, listen that, like I'm crazy, over $4,000 for that.
US dollar or Italian dollar?
US dollar. No, euro is a little bit euro, because the first shot, the first shot of these figures was maybe over 2,500 euro, I believe. And now for the last one, the last 17th, I spent 1,000 euros and 700 euros to get them, but I was able to save money, and now I give you immediately a shout out for our mutual friend, because Dennis Derby helped me so much to find some of them.
Yeah,
with a good
Dennis is
price, with an
rock,
honest
man.
price, because it's impossible to find good price like he gave to me, to find same figure that I'm looking for
Yeah.
for a while, for a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Like I got Almir Golden Tooth. I got Urzok. Urzok, my friend. Can't wait to have this guy. And Urzok in the aftermarket, you can get
Yeah.
a gun and shot yourself because it's too much. But Dennis gave me an amazing price. It's so patient with me because when they want something, become a little kid. Dennis, have you some update? Not every day, but almost. So if you please forgive me for that, Dennis, because they become like a little kids.
Yeah.
Because, however, they are on the way and can't wait to have them. I become busy now because I have many videos to do. Will be maybe the best Christmas of my life, my friend.
That's great. Yeah, Dennis is amazing. I met him at Legion's Con, and he came out, and he's probably a little taller than you. He's a ginormous mountain of a man, and he's got the biggest heart inside that gigantic body of his. And he's awesome. He's helped out so many people. He's the best. We all love him. Everybody loves him.
Yes, because I did an interview with Dennis talking about his amazing customs.
Yep.
And after the interview, he told me, if you need some figures, ask me, no problem. And maybe it was a mistake for him, because with a guy like me, like a little kid, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. No, you can wonder that. But he was very, very kind, very gentle. So shout out to him. Because of that, I can't wait to have these figures. They are on the way. Every day I watch the tracking.
Check the tracking.
It's like to see Santa that arrives to me.
Yeah, no, that's going to be cool. That's going to be cool. I would say you should wait until Christmas to open it up, but you need them for something, so you have to open it up.
No, I opened before because I need them, all of them, to reveal my my secret project.
Yeah, yeah. Why don't you tell me what that secret project is? No one will hear. Trust me.
There is two secret projects. One, you know about that because it's something about notes. And the other one is something about the figures that I got, because I got this figure for this secret project will be revealed soon on Christmas night, and the stop motion series. So for these two projects, stop motion series, by the way, tonight in this show, I will share all my episodes, 5 episodes during the conversation. Now with you and with the other guests. So it's just also a recap for my stop motion series. So I got some characters, but I not got all Mythic Legion's characters, only the character that I need. A lot of character, by the way. And for example, for the Elythia wave, I pick all of them except for Artemis 2, because I need the other. I got the other Artemis. I don't need to figure with the same character for my story.
Right.
So there is some rules. Also my own faction, because I created my own faction for the project, also for the secret project, also for the stop motion. So I create my own story, but it's the big deal of the Mythic Legions, that a big push for creativity. We talked about that last time. But now it's time to go inside this party, my friends, because there is some topic and that we get together, and later also with the other friends. And the first topic is this one. I show you the banner because looks like crazy, but also a little bit scheduled. And the first topic is Mythic Top 5. So both me and you, and also someone, if you want the live chat, we need to pick our top 5. And meanwhile, during the top 5, above our top 5, because you need also to pick your top 5, start with the number 5, but also explain why you pick this guy.
Oh man, you're making it tough.
Yes, it's tough. It's tough because the Mythic party is tough. It's not just I like this guy, no.
It's a good thing I have my computer right here, so I can pull up the entire checklist and look at it.
Awesome. So you start this one. We start with number 5. And also, if someone have someone wants to pick their top 5, it can do in the live chat, and we read also the top 5 of the people that watch right now, the audience. So there we go, Chris. What is your number 5?
There's a lot of figures to pick from. It's like 175 figures. All right, I would have to say there's too many. There's too many that I like. I'm going to go with Purplor as my number 5.
And tell me why.
Because he's a damn purple cat, man. I love the ridiculous name, 3 R's. I just love that he's purple, and even as if you switch the head to the orc head, it's a damn purple orc. It's ridiculous, but I love it. It's so fun.
Cool. Also, maybe because you love also Panther, you love at the same time.
Yes, I always like that toy. I mean, I like it better than Battle Cat. Sorry.
Yes, because Panther was it's typical that something that is in background sometimes become your favorite. No, also in wrestling, for example, some mid card become my favorite than the superstars like Ultimate Warrior, for example. No, but I love. I told you last time I love Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper is not a main eventer. I remember also your figures.
Wait, got something new. Let me show you. Hold on, it's right here.
There we go.
Oh. All right. This is old. I got it in Walmart years ago. It's a WWF cup.
Hello, Luke. I am your father.
So you got, where is it? Jake the Snake.
Cool.
No, this way. Sergeant Slaughter.
Sergeant Slaughter.
And Roddy Piper, baby.
Awesome. Do you remember what is the typical phrase of Jake the Snake Roberts in the interview?
Oh, God, I don't remember. What was it?
Trust me. Trust me. It was different because his promo, the other ones were like, what you gonna do, brother? Because it was, I'm Jake the Snake Robert, trust me. I'm ready to kill you. No, it's something like that. It was different, the promos of Jake the Snake Roberts. Big charisma, by the way.
Yeah.
By now, it's time for my number 5 because I need to share my number 5. If some of you, I saw Nate Strong, I saw AM Custom, Debbie Williams, Dave Orkin. Guys, if you have your top 5, you can share with us in the live chat with your reason why. And I put in the screen your top 5. My top 5, I believe, is the Stone Troll.
Oh, you're going big, huh?
Yes. Because I like big guy in general also in wrestling, for example. But I remember when I got him, was my first troll in the beginning of my project. So last April, I believe, or last May. I was that blew my mind because of the details of the size.
Oh yeah,
he represents very well the philosophy that I like of for Horsemen, Mythic Legions, for Mr. Legion philosophy, or for Horsemen philosophy. You can call whatever you want, but I like this idea: different size for different race, and have a big guy. And by the way, is on the way to me also the Forest Troll too, but because I need 2 of them in my project. But when I saw this big guy with this unbelievable details, it looks like a statue, but it's not just a statue, it's an action figure with very good articulated. So this blew my mind. I can't forget the moment when they got this Stone Troll.
Yeah.
And now it's time for the first episode of my stop motion. And a little backstory about that. Now I need also to skip the ads on the videos.
Oh yeah.
I love the ads on my video, by the way, but tonight it's time to just watch the show.
Yeah.
And in the main character of my storyline is Torgun Redfin.
Yep.
Because it's I don't know why. Because when I wrote my book, I schedule nothing. I follow with my instinct. And when I saw this little guy, he's a little guy, yes, but he's also like a tough guy. So I don't know. I decide this guy is my protagonist. So there we go with the first episode. You can see also, we can see, guys, also the intro. The other episode, I will show you just the episode, not the intro every time, because it become boring after one time to see it. So I open also the audio, and there we go with the first episode. And this is the first one. But the story will continue later, guys. So don't go away, my friends. It's a recap also for my... Oh, like that, you can see better my background because you can see the tree. So maybe now stay right there because you can see better also because I'm very proud of this background. La, 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 la. And now back on track, back on the top, Mythic top 5. And tell me what is your number 4 and why, my friends?
Oh, all right. This is tough. I was cheating and writing down a few. I don't like being put on the spot. I'm I don't want to copy you, but I'm going with Ice Troll. It was tough because between Brontis and Ice Troll. Brontis was amazing. I love the work we did for the eye to make it look so dang cool. So it was close. I wanted to say Brontis, but I'm going with Ice Troll because that head is insane. I love that Ice Troll head. I love the sword, the ice sword, you know. Same thing, all the details on the body. Like when I worked on the troll the first time with the Stone and Forest Troll, and you know, first saw the copies to bring to China, it was like, oh man, this is ridiculous. And if you look on the hand, he's got little fingerprints.
Yes.
And that all stayed in production. So it's like amazing. It's one of my favorite things, but that Ice Troll is probably my favorite one.
Yes, the Ice Troll is cool. The reason why I didn't pick him because of the price in the aftermarket, and also because I started this project when also was announced the Forest Troll 2 with the same head sculpt.
Yep.
So I decided to go to the Stone Forest Troll 2 because I can get the same head sculpt, and also because I like green. The green is my favorite color.
Me too.
I like also the fur that has the Forest Troll. It's different, but because it needs just 2 troll. Because when I create my project, I pick some character. I think about to have a 3rd troll, but I think we know that now that sky is the limit for the quality. You know, it's better and better every wave. So I think it's better wait what happened in the future, maybe for a new guy with the same size. No, so I prefer wait what happened in the future. Maybe got another big guy one with a different sculpt or different details. So I prefer waiting because now 2 troll are good for my project. Yeah. Now it's time to pick my 4th one.
Yep.
My 4th one is because it's the first ever Mythic Legion that I got. Because of this figure, I start to start in my mind to growing my project, the secret project, the stop motion series, and to create my story also. Because because before to tell you the name, when I saw this, there we go, my friends. There is someone to introduce in the show, my friends. Fla la 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 la. He is the heart of the cabal. Fla la 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 la. He looks like a rock star. He's an amazing guy, and his name is Walter the Mad.
Hey guys.
Hey,
Jingle
Walter,
jangle.
Thank you.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm running late, but I got here. I'm here. I'm with you guys, and I had to grab my Santa hat. I just ate a big plate of tacos, and I ran through the door and snarfed it all down. And
are you wearing pants, Walter?
I do have pants on.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and I grabbed my beard. You know.
Oh,
I like your Santa hat because I like this tiger style that you have right here.
Looks like a stripper hat.
This is from my wife's collection, and I didn't wear the nightie that goes with it.
Her naughty Santa.
Awesome, very cool.
I was trying to be exotic. I was trying to be, like erotic and exotic, and go to the next level. So
you're exotic without the hat. Don't worry.
Super! I love it. I love it. This Santa.
So
now is your turn,
thank you,
Walter, because the first topic of this party is the Mythic top 5. So,
top 5.
Walter, you need to pick your number 5, your Mythic Legions top 5, and explain why this guy is your number 5, my friend.
And technically, he needs to do 5 and 4. He needs to catch up.
We start with the number 5 because he needs to focus
number
to
5.
Number 5. And then, what is your number 5 favorite Mythic Legions character?
I get asked this quite often. It's one of those fun things I do get excited about and talk to with people, especially just coming back from the Legions Con and Intern and the Four Horsemen Studios. I'll automatically say Bolthor the Tower. He's right off the bat. He's one of those figures that he's just a big, awesome character with a static face, and he's my spirit animal. He's one of those characters that, like, if he was readily available on a regular basis. Whoa, what am I doing with my camera? I would probably buy him any day of the week. He's just well done. It just makes me happy to see him and own him. I have several versions of him and customs, and he's Bolthor the Tower is just a great character.
I love Bolthor. And by the way, it's time for my number 4 because I'm not finished with my number 4, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
I give you also a recap for our picks, Walter, because the number 5 of
there he goes, Mr. Allen.
Chris is purple.
Mm-hmm.
You can see me.
Yeah. You froze for a second. Yeah.
Yes, don't forget, guys, I'm living in Italy. We have a Jurassic connection. The still slow also in the night. And also, looks like an experiment because it's the first time that I host more than one people in the stream. So I hope that everything works well because anything goes.
I was just going to say Walter needs to turn his camera. There we go.
Yes, now Walter is the same size of me and Chris. Perfect, man.
I just realized I could do that.
I was just about to tell you.
I am more entertained half the time by my own my own antics of social media, and for some reason I am one of the guys that the Four Horsemen love to death to have on social media. I think, and it makes no sense because other than I don't know what I'm doing, So.
Yeah, we love you.
You are awesome, Walter. Like as I told you in the song, you are the heart of the Cabal, my friend.
Thank you. Yeah, I try.
Very cool. And welcome back, Walter, by the way, because the last time that you was in my show was last July, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
The first time that you was in my show. So I'm very happy to have you back, my friend.
Yeah.
And my number 5 is the Stone Troll. I told you before with Chris because I was surprised when I got him because of his size, his details. Is very beautiful. So I still in love today with the Stone Troll.
Mm-hmm.
And now we start with the number 4, and Chris pick. What is the number 4? You know the Ice Troll.
Ice Troll, yeah.
Ice Troll, maybe because he copied myself because of for the reasons, because he says that because the size, the taste, but it's the same. And now it's time to pick your number 4, and then my number 4, and after that it's time to share the second episode of my stop motion series. There we go, Walter. What is number 4? Your number 4 and why?
You know, I think number 4, I could go with a classic throwback. One of the first figures I had, and one of the first figures I had many of, was Rhaegor.
Rhaegor,
yeah, I'm gonna throw him in. I'm gonna throw him in early because he was one of those figures that caught the attention to me for multiple reasons. The colors, the classic, almost like styling of other line. And then also I was a friend and regular person who talked to Ray Wu, who is also a tribute to that figure. So, you know, I miss the guy. I miss his photos. I blame him a lot for the Mythic Legions that I bought and my desire to get those. But man, that figure is like, I had like 4 or 5 of those at one time, and then I got down to like 1, and nowadays he goes for so much. It's just one of those like, oh my God, I wish I had more of them again. But just classic character, like the red, the blue, the static face of the knight armor, and oh man,
he stands out. That's for sure.
He is a standalone, and he's probably the only Dragon Clan character there is still.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just that alone always. I think that's one of those figures that his relationship in the mythos world of being a dragon clan, I believe, or a dragon faction, what would call it. That alone that's mystery and awesomeness. I mean, you get your own, and he gets his own clan. You know, I mean, come on, you know.
Yeah, he's just looked on eBay real quick. He like averages $300 a pop.
Oh yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, he is not cheap.
No.
Yeah, not easy to find, not cheap, and you know, God bless. Like, you know, I miss you, Ray. So,
God bless.
Cheers to that. Yeah.
Yep.
And now it's time for my number 4, because I started to talk about that before your entrance, Walter. But now I recap a little bit myself. And it's a figure, the first figure that I opened. And because of this figure, or these details of this character, because when I got open these figures, looks like it told me a story to create. And because of this figure, I decided to create a secret Mythic Legion project will be revealed in the Christmas night. Another music secret project of Mythic Legion, both you know, but still a secret, don't tell nothing. And also another project of stop motion that we share tonight in this show.
Oh.
We started with the first episode before, and a few moments, that's number 2. And this guy, because of this reason, my number 4 is King Brandon.
King Brandon.
Because I was surprised because of the details at the time.
Yeah.
In a small figure like that, because he has not the size like Paul to the Tower, another figure that I like, for example, or the Stone Troll. But wow, this is a perfect character. It's like to see a character jump out for the screen and say to me, give me a story, please. You're a writer. Do something, please.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And the reason why this guy is my number 4. And now it's time to enjoy. I need to search. It's not casual that the second episode of my show is with the... I need to skip the ads as usual. I skip the intro because we saw the intro before. But is the episode, this episode 2, the first episode, the title was Torgun's Quest. This number 2, the title is Don't Feed the Stone Troll. Is a part of this journey that Torgun Redfield is the protagonist, the main character of my stop motion series. Obviously, will be other main character during the story, but it's a long story. There will be many episodes. I need only to find the time to continue the series. But now we are ready to enjoy the episode number 2. I need also to share it because there is a button to click. If I don't click the button, don't work. So there we go. There is, it's right here.
I don't blame you. I started pushing buttons and something happened. So
I removed the banner
don't.
because the banner. Okay, they work way better than now. There we go. Number 2, don't feed the sound troll. I check in the audio. It's okay. There we go.
Alan, I always love your enthusiasm. You're oh man.
And what happened later, we will discover later in the stream because we show the other episode later. So
that's
that Torgen's one sneaky little SOB.
Oh man, that was great.
Yeah, I like. I maybe this is one of my favorite of the episode because it works good the stone troll, and also I like the end with this blue cavern. No, it's a little bit also poetic this moment. And the reason why I'm very excited, very happy for this line, because as an artist to me, because the art is my life. Play music, write song, write novel, create story. And as I told you before, when I saw Kim Brondon and then the other, because the first 6 feet they got were Kim Brondon, Archimedes, Tump, Torgun Redfin, the Steel Knight, and the Iron Knight. The first 6 guys that they got from Space Figuren. And wow, when I remember the first time they displayed, now I have more. Now I are maybe almost 30 figures now, I believe. But at that time, my first 6 figure I displayed in them like that. No, because now I have only 2 right here. I have Faunus. No, but I display like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 these figures. By the way, I got this guy today. I'm very happy. Yesterday I got this one, and I showed my unboxing. And also I have right here only these 2 because the other are in my toy room, and in my toy room the connect is impossible use the connection because is like is my house. I told you before with Chris in 3 floor, and the first floor is a part. One side is on the garden, the other side is underneath the earth. I don't know, underground. I don't know. Is it the correct?
Yep.
Yeah, like a basement. Yeah,
exactly. So because of that, now Faunus is a rebel. Try to stay on his feet on my table, but not right here. So some of them. However, when I like a random guy tonight because it's a mythic party, so you can talk of everything. But back on track because I forget the first things. The first things is that when I was in my I displayed these first 6 figures. So that I told before, I stay right like that. I watch these guys. I thought, wow, maybe in a few moments looks like that they start to walk on the desk because they are so realistic. This side of this figure, the realistic way of they are sculpted, the details, the skin of the detail of the skin also. So this stuff blow my mind because they looks like real, but looks like they need a story. We know that there is an official story of Mythic Legions, but as a writer, to me, I need to create story every day. So because of that, I decided to create a story for this series of stop motion. And because of that, I love so much, because of the details, because I'm a fan of fantasy. So I love fantasy, love every stuff like that. But because of that, I'm like I told before with Chris, I spend over to pick each figures, old figures for my project, because I pick also some many characters for Elithia and also some characters for Proxus, but for also the Deluxe Legion builder, some of them also. But I to get all these old figures, I spent maybe over $4,000. So I'm not rich guy, no. So maybe to get the figures, I decided to don't go to do something like that, but just for my job as an artist. But I'm like that. When I love something, I fall in love. I want that. I want that. It's like that. Okay.
Obsessed. Yeah. I have no idea what that's like.
Yes, I know, because you have just few skeletons in your collection, one or two,
Just-
no?
1 or 2 dozen. Yeah. I have a few. Yeah, I can totally relate. And King Bromden's one of those characters that you could play with any day of the week. He has different versions of how to set him up, where he has the king, he has the knighted, all covered in armor, and I've had many of him. I gave some away to good friends who just loved him to death. I've made customs out of him to where he was a bigger character, and I've used the knight armor where he had guards, and oh yeah, King Bromden's a classic. I think that's one of those dwarves that I think everybody should have. Let alone it's great. I have his crown on a throne, like where it's an empty throne, and I have his crown hanging behind it, where it just sits there empty because there's no king there, and it's an empty throne, and then I have other minions in front of it. So I love that character. That's a great choice.
Thank
And
you.
you know
And
where
now
he got
we-
his name from, right?
I don't know.
I can't.
It's Eric's son.
Yeah.
King Bromden and King Noglin are named after Brandon and Nolan,
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
his 2 kids.
Interesting, this backstory.
Oh, you guys didn't know that. Come on.
I have the hardest time remembering all the stories. That's where I love the Source Horsemen and what Jeremy's done for the line, and added all the bios and the photos and the breakdowns of how stuff is, and I know there's so many different little niche like characters that are named after people like Lord Viserys and Ser Gerard and Rhaegor, Rhaegor. Exactly.
Hey, secret. That's my number 1 figure.
Yeah.
I'm cutting the line. I'm telling you, my number 1.
It's time to pick the number 3 for Chris. And then meanwhile, as I told you to Chris, I use the fireplace in my house. So I need to put some woods in the fireplace in the other room in 2 seconds. So meanwhile, Chris,
keep the warm going.
Talk to Walter, to everyone, what is your number 3? Why? And don't forget, because I listen, because the fireplace is just...
I'll behave. I'll behave.
We get to take over the show, Chris.
Yeah. Hey, did you not see what my name is? Mr. Chris in the world of Mythos.
Oh, yeah.
It's my show now.
Yeah. It's so funny. I love Mr. Allen's enthusiasm. He makes me smile every time I watch these shows and all of his interviews. I sit there like an 8-year-old, like my son and I watch these in the other room. We have this room here, like our media room, where it's just a TV and a sofa, and we sit here and we watch YouTube and people playing video games, but we watch all these Mythic Legions reviews and Mr. Allen and straight poop and everything, So it's
Stay away
always
from
funny.
that channel. It's not safe for work.
It's almost PG, right?
It's not even close. It's a hard PG-13.
It's great because like my son will watch these and he'll sit there and he'll be like, "Daddy, do you know that guy?" And I go, "Yes, yeah, I know this guy." And he goes, "What's he talking about?" And I go, "Well," I said, some of these, but he also knows that when we watch these videos, his daddy isn't very PG-13 himself. So I always have to drive around town and I'm telling my son, please don't talk like me. So, but we watch all the videos and I was just telling him that we love watching your videos, Mr. Allen.
Thank you so much. No, I earned everything because
I love it. See, we weren't quiet enough. So
yeah.
Thank you so much, Walter, for your support. Because I saw that you share many times my episode. I'm very happy to celebrate this moment for my channel because Actually, my channel today is 1,106,946 views totally.
Wow, that's
I'm very
amazing.
happy to today is a good first step for my channel. Also because I know what means works out on YouTube, because I have two channels. This one, I work also how to give a service. I give a service of toy news to all different brands for all collectors. It's my mission. It's not easy sometimes, because sometimes comes out news for each brand and you become crazy to do that. And meanwhile, I have my Mythic Legions project, my stop motion of wrestling, different stuff, and also the wrestling channel with Alan Magnetti is my channel for wrestling. The start before this one start in 2016, and now is 50,000 subscribers, 500, and over 19 millions of views. But to do the channel at the same time is like split myself into personality, because the other channel is just myself with bandana, t-shirt, come on, get up, a reaction of wrestling, maybe like that. Cross line by the Undertaker, wake up, where is my family? No, come on, like that.
Yeah.
So it's a different stuff. But this one is a channel.
Now on that channel, do you? I haven't watched too much of it. I've watched one episode, but in that channel, do you speak just your language? You speak just Italian on that one?
No, it's a channel in English. It's not the reason why I lived in the night, because I do every week's a live reaction for Monday Night Raw at the show at 8 p.m. Eastern. So in the night for USA, because I have also, if you once know that, an Italian channel. It's just a small channel. When I did some video with Italian artists interview, or maybe they read some of my books, but it's not. It's a channel that I work. No, it's just looks like a video database of myself as an artist in Italy. So there is the book trailer of my novel, but all in Italian. But it's called Alan Magnetti, like my real life name. Is if I have a real life, because the art take over of an artist's life sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I work, I wake up as I told before with Chris today, because of a phone call that they did at 9 a.m. last Friday. And to me, it's a nightmare, because I go to sleep every day at 7 a.m. and did a phone call at 9 a.m. Looks like the only way is wake up until 9 a.m. And this turns more my Dracula lifestyle, because, for example, yesterday night, I go to my bed at 8 a.m. I start watching a series of Amazon Prime. I go to sleep at 9 a.m. And today, my dog called me, my little pug, and at 5 p.m. So when I wake up, when I go to sleep, is the sunrise. I wake up like a Dracula find the night. So I need to recap to be a little bit better like I was before. To me, the better way is go to sleep at 6 a.m. The same way, wake up at 3 p.m. Could be or 2 p.m. I'm Dracula, guys. But back to the topics. The topics is Mythic Top 5. Please, there we go. Your number 3.
Number 3 was Zarya.
That's interesting.
Yeah, she's a sexy demon, man. I don't know. That's all I can say. I love the way she looks, man. I love the head. I love the way the deco and with the horns and everything, just the way it came out. I thought it was pretty cool.
Great color.
Yeah, I love the color. I mean, you got Zazar and Zazar and Azahar. God, I can't remember his name. I got Azahar stuck in my head. Hazar. These names kill me, man. Eric tortures us with these names.
Better than Steve or Joe or.
I'll take a Steve or a Joe. That's fine. Steve Magnus.
Yeah.
But yeah, Zarya, she's cool. I love the way she looks. I love the color. It's a great red. The face is great. Everything about that figure is just an awesome figure.
Oh yeah, I totally agree.
Your number 3, Walter. What is?
Man, 3 right off the bat. I'm gonna go in the direction that you did. I love the trolls, and I have more than a dozen of them. I just revealed a few more just recently, but the stone troll, the original stone troll, was the first troll I bought, and not too many into down the road where I had. I didn't have that many figures, but I found a troll and I just needed one. And the one that I wanted was the Stone Troll version 1. And I just thought that to me, when I think of big, huge hulking figures and like a classic Lord of the Rings story told, troll under the bridge, coming out from the hills and you know, that kind of where he's gonna rip off a tree and club a guy to death with it. That was my character. And when I got him in hand and unboxed him, that thing was like it felt like it was 6 foot tall, and weighed 57 pounds, and it was just. And then he came with an engraved stone club with runes on it that probably have some kind of secret meaning that Eric never told us. But that's I still to this day. I mean, I travel the country with a stone troll. I have Jasper, and I have flown across the country, and I have had more conversations carrying a stone troll around than if I walked down the street butt naked. I mean, that character and that troll is just amazing. It is just, it would probably be number 1 or 2, but the reason I have number 1 or 2 is completely different. So, but yeah, Stone Troll. And then when the second version came out with the extra head, I had to have more of that one. That Stone Troll is just, that's like the perfect hulking beast of a figure. So.
Cool. I like. I saw the Jasper journey on the Cabal. I like
riding the luggage.
Remember me some stuff that I did in the past. Sometimes with one of my whole girlfriends, I try to don't mean too much that, because my actual girlfriend don't like that I talk about that. But I go in every travel with my Boglins, was a puppet, no? And I start to talk with a second personality with my Boglins. And I sometimes I force my old girlfriend at the time to talk with the Boglins, but it looks like a new person in the travel. So I like this idea of Jasper, because remember me, this stuff that I did before with that Boglins.
Yeah, I had Boglins myself, and I loved those. I would do the same thing.
Mr. Alvin!
Yeah, I would do the same thing. I had Drool, and I loved that figure. And I, to this day, if I would sit there and mess with people, but once I got that Stone Troll, that was my character. And it's so funny that people would hold him and look at him and check him out, and they would ask me, where is it from, and where do you get this character, and what is the line? It is an instant. I tell people now, and it's funny too. I've had multiple people say now that they want a travel troll, and it's like it is a term that I came up with, and it is now. People are trying to do this, and they go, and they take Brontis, or someone has taken a forest troll, and they go out.
Brontis is expensive. They better not lose them.
Oh yeah, I have a couple friends that have said they've taken a Brontis out for an adventure, and I said, as somebody that has 3 or 4 Brontis, I'd be very wary of doing that. So
God, I wish you had told me about Drool, because I could have given you one of the new ones.
I have the 3 old ones. Troll. I have the old ones: Troll, Dwarf, and Flurp. I have. Yeah,
the old ones are like, if you have them in good condition, that's amazing.
I had that one. I had one all the way up until about 6-7 years ago, and then it just disintegrated and got lost. And next, and it is one of those absolute regrets and misses, of my personality and life. I had one since day one came out. I had Drool. One of the problems.
I still have my old one because now I show you what is the condition of this guy. Because be careful with the goblins, because the goblins suffer the temperature difference, the humidity.
Oh yeah,
this problem.
Yes.
And my first one is the guy that you have right now. I show you, but he's in bad condition. I think it's not very happy, but I try to show him. And I want to see. After that, I got from eBay the other 3 old one later. I show you.
Yeah.
One of the things too, I had, I've got a huge hand, and it was like after a while.
What is the worst condition of his life?
God.
I don't like show myself like that. Come on.
Oh my
He's upset.
God.
He's upset.
Oh, he's well loved, is what that is.
Yeah.
Yes. He's upset with me because I replaced him with the 2 new one, not new one, but old one, because he purchased them in 2016. Mm-hmm. And by the way, on the channel, I did also a boggling show.
Yeah.
I can show you right here because inside that there are some. For example, I did a reaction of the 2006 Ghostbusters movie.
Oh yeah,
the female version, and they were upset because they didn't like that the Boglins, my Boglins. And then there is a Halloween version, but there is a song with copyright I can show you during the stream. And also there is the Christmas version. Maybe I will share the Christmas version of the Cabal during the Christmas days. It's not related for both of you. It's very nice because I transform my house in the house of the Boglins. One of them plays the piano, so it's nice. But it's time for my number 3rd. It's difficult to do a pick for that because there is 2 guys that I won't pick in the number 3rd. But because I picked before a dwarf in the number 5, I decide to pick as a number 3 a guy of another race, of another type of character that I like so much. Because in general, I like dwarf, I like troll, I like goblins, skeletons, ghosts. The only ghost that we have around is Hagen. This guy, I like this guy. He's not one of the guys on the way to me. I hope in the future will be more ghosts, by the way. But I like goblin, orc, ogre, but I like also the barbarian. So far, my opinion, so far, if I don't consider the character that will be in the deluxe wave with the Barbarian Deluxe Legion builder because it's super cool, or the accessory pack that did Nate Birch is super cool. It's a giant barbarian that I like so much. But
so cool.
In this top 5, we consider only the figures that are released so far. So I need to pick another guy is on the way to me in these days. Is Atlas, because I like this type of barbarian. Looks like a very tough guy, a guy that fight many wars, many battles, survive with one eye is gone. I like this arm with different shoulder pad. Or I like also the one arm is looks like armored, but could be also robotic maybe. So you can many things. They like. This is a typical barbarian character because I think a barbarian, I imagine a guy like that with long hair, long beard, face, angry face. So I like this character. He's a main character. Maybe he can be I can spoil everything, nothing, but could be a guy with an important role, maybe even stop motion series in the future. Atlas is pretty cool.
Hey, I got a little something for you. This is Hagnon.
Wow.
But what color does Hagnon glow?
What color is?
When he glows in the dark, what color is he?
Is about green, like
green. This one glows blue.
Yeah.
Wow. What happened? Because why it glows blue?
Because we had it made a long time ago, and I have one. So see, it's blue Hagnon. So only like one or two in existence.
Yeah.
We were just testing different colors way back. So thought you might get a kick out of that.
I still want the.
I think you need to do. Sorry, Walter.
I still want to see all the versions of it, Chris. That's the fifth.
That's the fifth version. The other four were out there. Yeah, the other four were out there, where you have green glow, half non, tinted green, and tinted blue. He's number 5. He's glowing blue, but you can't tell the difference unless it's in the dark.
Yeah.
Wow, cool.
I got to take a picture of all 5 of them together.
You gotta do all that all lined up and different and have them all lined up in a photo shoot. I'd love to see all that. I was lucky enough to when I was out there and I got to see about half of those. I think the full blue one was the one I didn't see. But the half non is my one of my holy grails that I've been able to play with. One of the first times I was out at the studio. Just to let Alan know, I was there and I got to play with him and see him, and oh man, my mind was blown. Just you could literally see the divide in the color. So
yes, yeah. If it wasn't so far away, I'd go grab it.
And now, my friends, it's time for the episode 3 of my stop motion. So we can discover what happened in this cavern with Torgun Redfin, my friends.
Oh, yeah.
So I need to skip the ad as usual. I love so much the ads of my videos. But
the advertisements.
Yes, because when I saw the advertisement, I saw, with that I can pay my food every month. So
oh yeah, it's important.
Yes, it's also something that means you do something with this strong work in your channel. So I need to share it to find the right button, because the button that I need to find to share the videos is close to the bottom of your. So I don't want to pull out one of you to put inside the stop motion. I try to don't make a horrible mistake during the Okay, there we go. The title is Guest of the Cavern. Guest of the Cavern. Yeah. Guys, my English, remember, I learned English with wrestling, so it's the reason why my English is so crazy.
we speak bad English and barely English, so we understand you. We understand you perfect. You got 2 of the best people that can barely understand you, and we get it. We get you totally. So,
wow, we are in the same page.
Yeah.
There we go. I love this one. I tell you why now in a few moments, because I like this episode. Because I like when I work on my novel, I don't know very well what I do. I just follow the river of the creativity of the story. And the beginning was just to continue the story that I did in the Stone Troll episode. So what happened in the cavern? But because of the blue lights, I don't know what happened. I developed in myself in the story something about the friendship. Because if you remember in this episode, Torgun goes in this cavern and find the cavern dwarf, and they fight each other in the beginning. But then they become real friends, and continue the journey together. And this is this typical story of friendship. I discovered that because these dioramas, this big diorama, because this entire wall of my toy room is composed by dioramas sculpted inside this wall, and was did by my father that passed away in 2020. And when I use his diorama, it looks like to still in contact with him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I think this episode is more poetic episode they did because this friendship. I remember also my friendship with him when I did this stuff. So it's like emotional episode to me. So magic behind the art.
Yeah, that was great. I was like, honestly, I was just kind of threw me off on one of the little twist in there where all of a sudden there was somebody else. I was like, oh man, look at there's somebody there, you know, and so that was great.
And now, my friends, back to the topic as the number 2, and we start with Walter.
Yeah.
I think number 2 that comes to mind is going to be probably King Noglin. He's just a great character. He has a ton of expression in his face and the character, and he was another one of those figures that I have multiples of, and I originally would bring with me to just set out, and I'd be out in public and I would have him and set him down, and people would kind of walk up and ask what it is. And he has that personality and that smirk and that fun, and he's just a neat, cool looking character. And he looks like a character that has like the false impression of that he's a king because he's got the wooden crown and the gold armor, and I have mine set up with where he walks around with a big club, but he holds it like a cane, and he has, to me, when you look at him, the classic Batman Joker goofy craziness to him, where he will talk to you normally and then club a guy to death. And I just love the character, and he makes me happy. I have several versions of him. I've even taken him and I've ripped the crown off and had a friend of mine fill in the holes in the sockets and then repaint it to where he doesn't have a crown, and he can hold a crown. And I have that crown that I ripped out of his head that he can hold and play with. It's just he's just a great character. He just and same thing. Another one of those tribute back character stories named after, you know, like Chris had mentioned before, named after the son.
Nolan.
Yeah, and just that's just a wonder. I love the goblins. I love them. I can't say enough about it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a cool figure. I have King Noglin, and by the way, he has an important role in my storyline. And in the future, you will discover what happened with King Noglin, what is his rules. But I like these figures. It's one maybe my favorite. If I can pick my favorite goblin of this race, is King Noglin, because he has a big charisma. He's a character with big charisma.
Yeah.
And now, Chris, you're number 2.
All right, my number 2, and then I have to go because I got to get home so I can get some sleep tonight for tomorrow's big sale. What is it going to be? I don't know.
I wish I knew.
I wish you knew too. So my number 2 for sure is Malleus, because I remember being in China and getting the first painted sample of the whole wave of 1.0 and getting that figure and like the articulated jaw and the spikes and the paint and everything. I was like, beautiful. And I couldn't stop playing with it. I just the jaw going like, you know, stupid little thing, but it was one of my favorite things. I love it. And then when we did the, you know, All-Stars, was he an All-Stars 3? Yeah, All-Stars 3.
Yeah.
You know, like to have him come back again, like, I love that. I love it. It's one of my favorites.
I saw in the chat, Trevor, I believe that I sent you him the link.
Trevor, get your booty on here.
Yeah, where's Trevor?
He's got to take over for me.
Yes.
1-6 shooter in the house.
Come on, Pew Pew.
Yeah. I could only, Chris, I could only wish to have been with you at something like that. That is to see that.
I had somebody with me in China, somebody that I work with, and he's into like a lot of the D&D and all that stuff. So he was seeing them for the first time, and he was like, "These are freaking awesome."
Oh yeah, that would have been dream come true for me. You know.
Yeah, we were just sitting there playing with them. I have pictures and videos of us playing with them because they're idiots.
Ironically, I would love to see those. That's the fan I am. I love that kind of stuff. Mr. Allen, what is your number 2?
My number 2 is a guy that I looking for a while when I start this project, and finally, because of big help of Dennis Derby, that helped me so much, is on the way. This figure, and is maybe to me is the typical orc that I like, that explain what is an orc in this mythos, is Urzok. And Urzok is on the way. I like this guy because he's like the typical orc leader that I like. I like especially the version of the face with the paint war version.
With the wolf, yeah.
Exactly. I like that version. And I like that he has a shield with a different symbol that is not related with the faction. I like that because works very well for my project. That is a project with my personal faction. So I like the sculpt. I like this guy tell you a story. This is the real mean character, a bad guy, a commander, or whatever, a guy that work in command in a position of big rules. So I like so much the Urzo character. And now, if you need to go, Chris, no problem.
Yep.
You will be replaced by Trevor soon, I believe. Chris.
All right, you guys.
Chris, when you got some paint samples, ring the bell because you come back for another episode.
You know it. I got the goods, baby.
Chris, go home. Take a good night.
Chris, go home. La, 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 la. Chris, go home because tomorrow is a busy day to him. Goodbye, my friend. Bye-bye, Chris, and thanks for joining.
Thank you. Have a nice night. Good luck tomorrow if you're trying to buy anything.
Finger crossed to everyone to find the person.
We'll see you later, my friend.
I'll see you at 9 a.m. I'm so tired. I'm working 12 hours today. I'm so tired.
You try to find the right button.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's right here.
There
we go, Walter. Now we become a tag team. And now I show you, there we go. I show you the number 4 of my Mythic Legion stop motion series. I need to find it in a few seconds.
I want to say, Mr. Allen, Nikki Nicole is saying hi, and she's watching us now. She was just texting me.
Okay, says hello to Nikki. She was a part of my show, I believe, last August, I believe.
Yeah.
Amazing artist, also very good here, custom.
Oh yeah,
very good. And yes, I found it. I need to remove the ads also for this one. The titles of this episode is The Ogre's Dungeon. So you understand that something big is possible that appears in this episode.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to skip the intros because the intro I have the same intros for every episode.
Yeah.
So I don't show the same intro every time because I showed before. There we go. Few seconds. I need to share it in few seconds. Where is this one? I think maybe you can see. Yes, I removed the banner because the banner. Okay,
there
now
we
it's
go.
better. There we go. The Ogre's Dungeons. I put like a little bit better. Dungeon. I try to be a professional.
It's wonderful. I love it. Oh,
So this is the number 4. Basically, it's
oh
a
man.
bad story for the two dwarfs because they go in trap by Kurzog and his minions now. So in the next episode, we understand what happened, how they can escape these dungeons now because they are in trap.
Mm-hmm.
Because during their journey they found Kurzog. Kurzog is a mean ogre, and put in the jail the two dwarfs, and put also 2 little guards that are gongs and tomb. So these 2 little guys near to looks like to sentinel the watch that no one can arise to help these little dwarfs. So this is the story of that. But now, my friends, we back in the Mythic Top 5. It's time for your number 1.
So my number 1 is probably an obvious one. A lot of people know and know me for it. I have probably the most. I have multiples of. I have so many, and in my opinion, probably the best character ever created. I'll say that it's Malleus. That skeleton and the colors, the articulation. I remember when it first came out. I remember seeing some of the first photos available. I needed that character, and then when I got him in hand, and he was pretty readily available at the time, because a lot of people, when the first series came out, a lot of people were buying up the other skeletons, Clavian, Tibius, characters like that. But Malleus was one of those that had that. He looked like something out of Jason and the Argonauts or Sinbad, that he came up out of the dirt, dirty, and that green, metallic, gray, very rustic armor, and he looks like he was ready for war and reanimated and ready to go to battle. And then his backstory was just, a great extra detail. I don't follow the true storyline for all of Mythos, but to know that he was like the judge and jury and the executioner just made him 10 times cooler than anything else out there. And then, I started getting more and more of them, and an army building him. And then to see him in the mass, I had 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 of them, to see an army of them. And he could be a standalone, but he can also be an army. It's just a beautiful character. And I just a great, I actually got a t-shirt today, of Malleus that my son was putting on and modeling for me, so I could take photos of it and share on Instagram and Facebook. I just love the character. I mean, it's a great figure.
It's a beautiful skeleton, and by the way, it's the first skeleton that I got for my project, and especially the details of the skull, the dirt details, the blood details, also the stuff of the opening jaw, but especially the detail of the skull blow my mind because of they are so realistic again. Hello. What is the name? What is your name?
You want to see your name? What's your name?
Walter.
What's your name?
His name is Walter.
Walter Jr.
He's actually the third, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes, really.
Yeah.
Wow.
Named after my dad and me. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So say hi, Mr. Allen.
So when someone calls Walter in your home, who answer before, you or your son?
Usually everyone calls and it's usually for me. But if the mommy's calling through the house and she knows which Walter she's calling for, so
Yes, because the voice obviously is different.
yeah. It's definitely a different name that you're calling across the house. it's funny to call me your own name. Like I call my own name across the house and be like, Walter, come here, you know. So
Yes, it's interesting. It's interesting feelings.
yeah.
But also because in your son you find something of yourself, so it's works the idea to give your name to your son, because in your son there is something yourself, so you can recognize yourself a little bit in your son.
Yeah, he's great. We're very lucky. He's and he loves helping and collecting, and he loves telling people that. I think I've told you the story where he tells people when he goes out, he goes, you know, my daddy has a cabal, and you know, he knows the 4 horsemen, and my son goes to a Catholic school, so there's kind of extra twist in there where, you know, people are like looking at him going, well, what's he talking about? So yeah. So what is your choice, Mr. Allen? I
Choice is
I need to know. What
is another guy that, thanks to Dennis Derby, is on the way to me. Is another rare figure that I'm looking for a while. Is another dwarf, and I like, because before to tell you the name, I like this dwarf because I think there's something special on his head sculpt. I know that this head sculpt is the same for the another dwarf, but I prefer him because to me is the typical dwarf. This is my imagination, and this guy is Almir Golden Tooth. Is my favorite.
Oh,
I like this character because he's a dwarf, but two different. One of his pauldrons is the same pauldrons of the orcish styles pauldrons. So he's a tough little dwarf. I like also Torgun, but Almir, maybe also because it's rare. Sometimes happen also that a rare character, so with a big price on aftermarket, become also something that you need to have. But after that, because also Thor the Iron Jaw has the same head sculpt, basically. The only difference is the paint job is different, and Almir is the wings instead of the horns. But I prefer Almir because remember me something like a little barbarian or the north, some stuff like that. I like that. And it's difficult to explain why, because maybe it's only a dwarf, but it's not only a dwarf, because it's dwarf, a warrior dwarf, looks like a dwarf. I can imagine in the fighting during the snowstorm against also a bigger guy than him. So a guy with big, strong personality for a little guy like him.
He's a great one. He's one of the few. I don't collect and don't have many dwarfs for my collection, but he's one of the few that I do have, and his armor is amazing. I've owned about probably 4 or 5 of the Halmir, and I used the parts and I traded them off and gave them to friends over time when he was first readily available, and then I kept one and left him alone, and he's next to Rhaegor, and he's a standalone great character. Wait till you see him in hand. The colors on him are very basic and simple, but they work so well. And his armor, like you said, he has the different armor. Like he's battled, and he's a gladiator. He's super cool.
Yes, I like so much. Oh, in general, I like the Horsemen did the choice with the color scheme. Because sometimes if I compare 2 characters with the same, not the skull, but the same body, basically, but with different paint job, is unbelievable how they look so different. So the choice that they did with the color, with the same armor, but with different colors, they gave the personality of the character and works very well also to give difference between 2 characters. So I like how they works. Also when you got the figures with not so, for example, this is the second version of the Templar Knights, and he has these gold accents, in the armor like that, and a little details like that change totally the character,
the personality,
exactly. And I like that. I like so much.
Yeah, Halmir is definitely one of those. I have one done as a head swap onto a barbarian body, and I call him the Berserker because he looks like a wild man. You put him on like a bare torso and a simple armor, not a lot of accessories, and he walks around with like a hatchet, and I used to take him everywhere, and just he looked like a crazy person. But the dwarf, the way the dwarf is set up, great colors. I have one as like a standalone next to Rhaegor in my display case, and he's one of those I just don't mess with. I can just stare at him, next to the Rhaegor, and then I have Brontus sitting next to him also.
Wait, who's Bronx?
Cool.
That's the Cyclops.
Oh, okay.
I think that your choice to use the Almir head as a barbarian head is an awesome choice because he can work as a barbarian with a bigger body because it's a typical barbarian face also with long beard. Like, for example, I think I heard some noise in the other room. Maybe my pug do some jokes to me because I have a little pug, no?
Yeah.
When I don't watch him, he don't like that. He doesn't like to be in another room when I'm right here, for example.
Just wondering where you're at. Yeah.
And then when he becomes upset,
yeah.
when he becomes upset because, for example, when I go, there is a city near, maybe after 60 kilometers to me. I don't know what mean in yards because in US you use yards instead of kilometers to whatever.
It's I always tell people like you roughly half of it, and it's not accurate, but if you like use it as meters, and you say like it's 60 meters away, you kind of rough half of it, and that's kind of in yards, so you'd say it's about 35 yards.
But it's not meters; it's 60 kilometers. So is a kilometer.
Same kind of idea. It's like I said, it's not perfect and accurate, but for like a basic idea, you could almost half of it, and it would be that. Okay. So
because I'm not good with
the
like
numbers. 30 miles.
Exactly, because I'm not good with the numbers. By the way, however, there is a city. Sometimes I go to the city to have some meeting for my job as an artist, to do some stuff. And when I'm not at home, when you come back, you can find something about my little dog because maybe he go to the bed and pull out everything. So it's a little. It's charismatic. He's a little guy, but he's with a big charisma. Also, it's like a dwarf, like.
Yeah.
Okay, I told before with Almir. And now it's time to change our topic. The next topic is we know what happened with the Poxus favorite of the new waves. You are one of the luckiest men because you saw the prototype in person. You saw everything in the reveal. So you saw in person this awesome prototype.
Yeah, I have. Oh man, I have photos on my phone still that I can't show to people because I was lucky enough to be at the studio and see the different I'm gonna say parts that were on Poxus and the other figures. Oh man, the Poxus figures were just amazing, and the colors. I love colors. I just was blown away by the size, the sheer size of some of those figures were huge, and then the colors on them were just mind blowing. I mean, that's just the I want to say the dragon character. I'm just still learning the name, so you have to forgive me. I want to say the Arachagor, yeah. I'm still trying to remember all the character names, but Arachagor was just I can't say enough about it. Just when you get those and you see them in hand, I genuinely hope that they can continue that type of colors and everything. Here's my friend, actually. My dog just came to visit me. We were talking about dogs.
What is his name? What is his name?
His name is Neil. I have a wiener dog.
Cool.
I have a Dachshund.
How old is him?
He's going about 14 or 15. He's old. He's my old friend.
Wow.
But he's a great old dog. There he is, right there.
Nice.
Right there. But yeah, he heard us talking about dogs in the other room, so he had to come join us. But yeah, the characters from the Poxus wave, it is genuinely hard to pick probably a favorite from there. But I tell you, the Poxus is probably by himself a mind-blowing. There is so much detail and accessories. The back of the figure, when I was online doing some of the reveals with Four Horsemen Studios, and they asked me to join, and I just thought that was ultimate fanboy out. To reveal Poxus, what, baby? Oh, I know, I see. But to see the Poxus figure and the extra pieces, the bugs, the bug feet and wings, and his belt, he has, like, even his armor. He has one piece of armor is different than the other, and it's damaged on one side versus the other. The character, sorry, my dog's trying to make his bed next to me, like he's like pulling his blanket all over himself.
Sometimes in my show, the animals of the guests become protagonists. I don't know if you saw last week Nate Birch during the interviews. His cat go on his shoulders.
Oh yeah.
I will share, by the way, the clip of that moment on my Instagram page. I open the future when I find some time to do that, because I'm super busy in these days. However, yes, speaking of the Poxus wave, I follow. I remember that day when we did Gigon.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't at home at the day because I was in that city to do something, some stuff to do.
You're busy.
And during the travel on the train, and when I walk in the city, I continued that stream because I was looking for that, because few months before, in my second interview with CB, I talk with CB about that I need for my project at that time some typical mage character, wizard, typical wizard. He told me in the future will be something about that. Stay tuned for that. In the next wave will be something. So he told me that.
Yeah.
Give me a spoiler, by the way. And so I was excited for that because Poxus, mean magic, mage, demons also, but I'm not a big fan of the demon, but I want the wizard. So I was looking for, I watched your stream during this day. There was it's not but during in the train when I walk in the city, with the and I was there is a lot of character that I pick for my project, including the Dragon Seed. Dragon Seed is a new race. I like, for example, all mages that we have, because Samir, the name once again is difficult to remember. The other Arizak, I believe, Zend.
Oh yeah.
Tracy. All of these four characters are perfect for my project. And also the dragons, I pick also this one because, as you told me before, I like these new colors that with this wave, brilliant color that only Jordan RuneShaper had this type of colors, very very vibrant in this line.
Yes.
So I like this new choice. I like this soft goods. It's a very very good. You understand that the sky is the limit for the quality for this line, because now we have also I love the Lithia wave, because for the Lithia wave I pick all of them except for the Artemis 2, because I have Artemis 1 and it's only one artist in my project. But in the Poxus wave I pick many characters, including the zombie horse, because I like that. But if I need to pick just one, my favorite is Tharnog, the orc shaman. The orc shaman is amazing. I like. First of all, I love Mythic Legions because of different size of the characters, and now we have the brute scale, another size. I like that. Another update for this philosophy to do different size of figures, and because I like the orc and I like the shaman, shaman character in general. I like this. Because it's not a typical mage. A shaman is a different type of mage. It's a guy that works in the forest. I like also this idea to. It's not. Obviously, I changed the attitude in my story, but I like the idea that they did to do neutral character, basically, not a bad guy, not a typical bad orc. So this is my favorite.
You do know he's a good guy.
Yes.
I was blown away by that alone, and going to that type of idea where I'm with you there. When I was there and they were introducing me and showing me and taking me around to look at some of these, and they were setting them up still, and they would tell me some of the stories and the names behind each character, and to see them for the first time before anybody else, and my mind's just exploding. And to sit there and you look at this shaman, and I could see it instantly. His soft goods were amazing. He has like the fur and the moose and elk antlers off of him, and he's got stuff on his belt. And then they tell you some of the parts that haven't been shown yet, but you see some of that stuff for the first time, and then to be told that he's a good guy, and I was just like, it's like I don't know what to say. It's just that's not what I was thinking, because traditionally and over the last several years now, the orcs have always been the bad guys, and and the ones that we fight, and the humans versus the orcs, or the dwarfs versus the orcs. But now you have this brute scale, and he's a huge character. He's almost as big as an ogre. He might as well be an ogre because of all his accessories. He's just this hulk of a figure, and then you get told that that's a good guy, and he's defending the forest and stuff like that. It's just like, whoa, like that. I'm like, as like a super fan, like that's just like, I was not expecting that. That is your twist in the story, like your stories. Like you twist it and you just, okay, that I was not ready for that. So, but amazing character. So
yes, beautiful also for the details, because I saw the images on the Horsemen.com so many times, these images, because when I'm not a guy that purchase everything, no. I pick the character that then can works in my storyline.
yes,
And this one is perfect. Also because I have this huge diorama, it's like a forest. I start to imagine this shaman that walk in this forest stop motion, and maybe someone during this journey of Torgun and the other guys in the future, when they meet maybe this shaman and tell an important story. So is beautiful. It's beautiful. By the as I told you before, I like also the finding we have a wizard like Samir or Arizak, this bearded typical wizard.
Oh yeah,
I like so much, because also Zend is just a little bit a mashup between a magician but also a warrior a little bit. Looks like the younger of the clan, like a little bit.
He definitely, he's one of those that I want to say he might be like a hidden gem in that series, to where he doesn't look like, he doesn't have that classic. I mean, I don't know if it's like a classic wizard, or like he's an apprentice, or a new conjurer, or maybe he's more like I don't know how you would say, more eclectic or sophisticated. He confuses me. I love the look of that character. He confuses me. I don't know how I would use him. I think until I can have him and set him out. So
Yes, it's beautiful. Look, I'm very happy for this wave because many of them are. There is a message. Thank you to your congratulations to Action Figure Imagery. Thank you guys, and thank you to all of you to enjoy this party together.
yeah,
Also because my friends and guests are awesome, like Walter and Chris before. So
thank
I
you.
picked the best for this show, my friends.
I was running through the house trying to finish and get dinner and everything done to get to this. I felt terrible that I was running late, but
No problem. No problem. It works also good because Chris was before you, both together. It's better also like that because when Chris go to home, you are here with me. So I like also
Yeah.
this exchanging moment. So it's interesting also. This is not a typical. We start all together and stop. And like that is a more interesting in my opinion. Speaking of
Yeah.
the. And now, my friend, it's time to show you the last, just for now, but the number 5 of my Mythic Legion stop motion, because obviously more episodes are coming. The sky is the limits because I have a bunch of character now, and
more coming, and more
coming because I talked before with Chris. I is on these two guys, Fanas and Templar Knight, arrived yesterday to me, but still to come other 15 guys. 15 guys, 60 to come, and I got 11 of them from our mutual friend, amazing artist Dennis Derby. And once again, thank you, Dennis. Because of him, I save a lot of money because I got to him some figures so rare. And he's amazing. He's amazing. He helped me so much, and I can't wait to have these figures every day. Like a little kid, I watch the tracking. Where is my box for all these? Because there is a packaging from Dennis that's still to come with 11 figures. Another that I got of Atlus that I got on eBay from US, and 3 others, the Forest Troll, Sir Owen, and Vitus that I got from a German shop that I got some of my Mythic Legion. So 3 different boxes. So can't wait to. I'm very busy because for these figures, like because today I shared the review of Fanas.
Yeah,
I love this guy. I like this sculpt is very cool.
It's beautiful. I have 1 or 2. Yeah,
and I like this character. And for each figures, like Fanas, 2 videos. One is the unboxing, and the other one is the review. So 2 videos to do for each figures. Plus, will be some collection update, and also in the Christmas night, finally, I will reveal my Mythic Legion secret project. And also, there is another secret project. Is a musical secret project related to Mythic Legions.
Oh yeah.
So I have that one, I have this one, I have the other channel of Brezi, I have a novel to work. So I'm super busy, but super happy because of this awesome line. And now it's time to share the episode. Yes.
Number 5.
Number 5, yes. When I was a kid, I was very bad with the math, with the numbers. So I was better with the literature, with the story, read story, novel, at school. But with the numbers, I was so bad. I was, to me,
you were more creative.
Exactly. To me, for example, if I try to count how many figures I have right now, I need to think a lot about that because I need to thinking what is the number that I want in total in my project. Remove the guys that still to wait, including. So it's crazy to me. Counts how many figures, but I believe now, including the figures that are on the way. 32, 44. But the problem is I can count only in Italian. It's the problem because
that's fine. I love it. I love it.
Because in Italian means I try to talk in Italian about the numbers.
Yeah.
Sono 34, no, sarebbero 34 meno 2, sono 34, no, 34 meno 4. Oh, okay, I got it. So
47.
now I have 30, 32 with these two, and 17 still to come, and plus I pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the Deluxe Legion Builder wave.
53, another 5. You have 58.
Plus the Elythia wave, the all Elythia wave except for the Artemis 2, and for the Poxus wave, the 4 mage, the Shaman Orc, the Dragon Seer, and the Horse. So until now, and what happened in the future, we don't know, because we need to understand. However, I got all figure that I need for my project. All figure, I got them. Because there is some figures that they're beautiful, but they don't work in my story. And for example, I don't need 2 figures with the same head sculpt. I don't want that in my show. I'm not a big fan of the demon, for example. They are beautiful as a figure, but they don't work in my story. So it's a writer's choice, and I like that. But now it's time to the episode 5. This one is easy to count because it's just 5 until now, but more is coming. That the title is An Unexpected Friend, and now I share with you in few seconds. Where is right here. So there we go. We can start. I activate also the audio. The good things, the audio is the same in Italian and English. Audio is audio also in Italian.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh. Yeah. Oh man.
So you can wonder what happened now when Kuzok, first of all, when Kuzok will found the prisoner, but especially when he found the 2 goblins that with Lord Veteris they escaped because Lord Veteris is too powerful for them. And now you discover the first example. Oh, I changed the story in my project because we know Lord Veteris is not a good guy in the Horsemen storyline, but in my storyline become a good guy because basically in my story, this I can tell you that because I talk about that in every review. I create just 2 factions, but in each faction there is some sub-faction. For example, for the good faction is called White Faction, but inside this faction will be some sub-faction that will be revealed in the future. In the Black Faction, the faction of the bad guys, there is some sub-faction. I explained that in the review. And this was a sub-faction of the Black Faction is the faction of the vampires. So this is an example of what happened in the story of my show. And the reason why...
Oh, the video froze. Oh no.
Action. You can see me now. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. Like you froze right in the middle of what
maybe
you were...
my connection makes a joke now. I don't know.
Yeah, you froze
because
right.
I see you frozen. I don't know if I am frozen or is Walter frozen.
Yeah, I can
One
hear
of the-
you.
Okay, you can see me now.
Yeah, I can see you. You froze right in the middle when you were telling your story of your faction, and I was just, it just,
Okay.
that was like a cliffhanger. I was like, what happened? I thought you were messing with me. You just, and you had just a face where you're just, and you were like you were thinking about it. And I was like, what are you trying to say?
It's like it's a work in progress, and something about the name of the faction. I revealed that during the review because in the review I revealed something because this faction are related also not just only with the stop motion series but also with the secret project that will be revealed. So the reason why I call it also this easy name for the faction, Black and White faction, is related about the secret project that will be revealed in the Christmas night in this channel. So it's different, two different projects. Speaking of storyline, there is also the music project, but it's another things that that
Yeah.
we can talk about that maybe in the middle of January, I believe. But right now, the only two projects that I can talk a little bit, the secret project, I revealed some stuff, the name of the two factions, and in which faction there are each characters. So if you want, I can tell you who is the guys in one faction, the others. For example, the king of the black faction is King Noglin. The king of the white faction is King Brandon, because, for example, King Brandon is
Yeah.
not that guy in my storyline. He's
Yeah.
not a nice guy, still a guys with a bad attitude. But to fight against the evil force of the black faction, in my storyline, he joining forces with Queen Artemis, and they create this white faction to fight with the common evil enemy opponents. No, so it depends. I put this character because I try to I like how they did with the story. It's amazing. When Eric Trevor will be in my show, a man that I call the genius behind the genius, I will do this interview, especially to know how he created the story building. I like that. But as a writer, I love to follow my inspiration, and so I started to listen which story this character tell to me. So it's that the reason why I create that.
No, I completely get it and understand. I do the same thing with my my own collection and storylines. It's been a while since I've been able to sit and take multiple photos to tell a story like so many people do in the group and online. But I completely understand. I have characters like Lord Viserys where I have some of the characters and I have them surrounded by multiple Lord Viserys and different versions of him. So he has like his little army of hired people behind him. So I completely understand. So it's so much more fun to create and make something that comes to mind. The written stories are wonderful, and it's great to use that as a base, but to branch off on your own and then create dioramas and characters and sceneries that just bring the imagination and I can't even explain it correctly. So yeah,
I'm agree with you. And also, I think the Lord Viserys is a perfect example of the creativity stuff that you can find these figures. Because when I got Lord Viserys, I believe last spring, I showed on my Instagram page how many version of Lord Viserys you can do with these with accessories and elements. So with one figure you can have maybe 4, 5, or 6 characters. It's unbelievable what you can do with Lord Viserys. Amazing figures.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. I have 5 or 6 Lord Viserys, and the one that I have as set up as Joe, because I know him. I've hung out with him and I've met his family and been to his shows, and a wonderful man. and I have that one character, and he looks and set up as like a Superman. He's just a standalone. I've given him like a golden spear, and he's got a big flowing cape, and then he's got his characters around him that are like I said, his supporting minions that look and want to be like him, but they're not him. They're his support, and he can help direct and push his army and help, take down the bad guys. One of my favorite characters, especially more so. I love the tribute characters like that because, like, I know the guy, so I get to talk to him pretty regularly.
Cool. I think I hope in the also you deserve, in my opinion, a figure of you. It's
Uh,
fine. I think it's time to Walt to get a figure, in my opinion.
that's I've had. Oh man, I don't even know how to explain it at times. I've had so many people say that, and there's head sculpts of me out there that Steve Dom has done. Other people have done customs. It's been an honor at times when people buy those and they make their own Walter and characters. I've in my photo album I probably have 30 different photos of different characters that people have made to put me into their stories, from orcs to vampires to undead to the Templar Knight. One of my favorites is when Elliot, he's one of the admins, he turned me into a Templar Knight, and we were out vanquishing the evil, and I just and I've seen it, met him and everything in person. It's amazing to see that kind of stuff and their creativity that people have done. But oh man, that would be to one day to get like an official character. That would be probably, I think that might be the pinnacle of tributes, and it makes me speechless to even think about it. One day, who knows?
I think like the chains in wrestling, I can say you deserve it. You
Yeah.
deserve it.
Thank you. No, I'm very humble about it. I've heard many rumors. I've heard many people ask and say that, and man, I'm happy to be me, and I'm very fortunate, and I love doing what I do. To go to like a show just a few weeks ago and have people come to you and say thank you and want to get your autograph and hundreds of photos with people. It still blows my mind. I come home and I tell people I do landscaping, I do gardening, I work for myself, and I go out and I'm just me. But if I go into the Mythic Legions world, I'm Waltor, So it's very fun. I love it,
Cool, super
So,
cool. It's time for the next topic, my friends. Ilithia favorite, my friends.
I think the Alithia favorite one, the one I loved, I got to see it before they had announced it on other stuff, was the Brute. Originally it was called the Vampire Brute, and I'm drawing a blank to his name, but
the Sembalus, I believe.
Yeah, the very large, just scary looking vampire brute ogre, and that was one of those characters I would love to have standalone, or I could probably have 5 or 6 of those. He just looks just scary. He looks like a supervillain. He looks like he comes out at the end of once you defeat everybody and you've beaten all the other vampires, he comes out from behind a gate and ruins it all for the good guys and tears guys from limb, and he looks amazing.
What
So,
car are you talking about?
I like so.
hang on,
Apologies.
hang on.
I
Sorry.
like so much the Ilithia wave because, as I told you, I'm a big fan of vampire. Also because, especially because of my lifestyles, I looks like vampire myself because I live in the night. So there is a lot of character very cool in this wave that I pick all of them except for Artemis because I prefer the other one, Artemis that I have, the Artemis with the wings, the first one. But I pick all of them in my project. But I like, for example, I like Athereus, the Centaur is super cool. The first time ever that we got a figure like that. I like Lord Baldric, this dark skin elf.
Yeah.
Very different. Kratos, for example, I like so much. I like the vampire. I like Varg. I like the other vampire with the bird. I don't remember the name right now. The Valak.
Valak, yeah.
But when you start to talk about when I ask to you what is your favorite, and you start to talk about a vampire brute. Wow, we have the same pick, my friend, because my favorite is the Sembalus of this wave.
Yeah.
This giant vampire is super cool.
He looks like just, I can't say it. He looks like a supervillain, and he looks like somebody just you could take that character and set him on a table, and people would come around and look at it and going, "What is this? What is this character? What line of toys is this from?" I remember I still have the one of the original photos when he was first shown, and he was shown by himself, and they didn't have a name. They told people they didn't have a name for him yet. But I remember later talking with Eric and CB about it, and they were just like, "Yeah, we got a lot of response from, they got a ton of response from that, and people were asking about that character for, I think he was revealed 2 years ago, and it was nonstop. People would always ask. They'd go to some place or they'd go to a toy show. They'd get emails going, when is this going to be revealed? When is it going to be shown? And they were kind of like, we're not done with it. You got to wait, and they were still working on all the soft goods and the extra accessories for him. But yeah, he's amazing. And I was lucky, same thing, to be there recently, to see him in person. Oh, the hand-painted versions of them are just ridiculous. So
This is beautiful. During the show that I did with Chris, he showed me during the stream the paint samples of these guys. Also in the paint samples, they are almost perfect, are unbelievable. Can't wait to have this wave in my hands for my project because I like all this wave. Maybe for my project, this wave is better than Poxus because in Poxus, I don't pick all characters. Some characters don't work. For example, Poxus himself, the genie, Kalazir, I believe the name, and the demon, they are cool as a figure, awesome piece of art.
Yeah.
But they don't work in my project, in my world.
Yeah.
Ilithia is except for Artemis because I already have Artemis. The others are perfect for my storyline. So I'm very happy because I think that in the first quarter of 2022, maybe we'll get this figure. So maybe because we know that during the production project, anything can go. It's possible something else. But for now, it looks like that. So I hope, can't wait to have this one. But before that, I still happy because, as I told you, I got this too now. Because to me, it looks like new. Because I started to discover this war last April. So to me, all of them are new wave. No, So I can't wait to have these 15 figures still to come to me are on the way. And now I need to do an introduction on the piano, my friends. This is Christmas time
Fla la 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 la. And there is another guest. Fla la 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 la. He's a photographer that works with many awesome stuff. As his name is 1-6-shooter, aka Trevor Williams. Oh, Trevor is a long white beard. Looks like a dwarf.
Kinda.
He's starting to look like some of his creations there.
That's right. That's right. Growing it in, man. Taking after you, Walter.
Welcome back. How are you doing?
Mine comes
Good,
in,
man.
but I start to shave it off before it gets too white.
Yeah, I'm just letting it go. I don't care anymore.
You need a Santa hat because Walter has a Santa hat. Me, I have a Santa hat.
Walter's got an awesome Santa hat. That is
It's
great.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I got one that's got like the black. It's all black and red and black. It's very cool.
I had to go eccentric. I was competing with Chris. I mean, for God's sakes, you know, I was rushing to get online, and I'm like looking for the hat, and I grabbed my wife's leopard print Santa hat, and then got online, and then there's Chris with his whole sweater and hat, and Mr. Al. I can never compete with Mr. Allen. He's always dressed.
Well, no,
way too
you can't.
nice.
You can't hang with Alan for
Do
sure.
you like this jacket? Looks like a
Oh, look at
little
this!
bit
Look at
fire.
this!
This is that's
It's like Sergeant Pepper is going on over here.
oh
Yes.
man, that's like I feel like the whole time I've been talking to him, I feel like I should be checked into the North Pole by Mr. Allen's gonna come introduce you to Santa himself. You know, he's
Yes,
Yeah,
also
really.
because I'm outdoor. We are I'm almost frozen. Also, my piano, because you can see there is the snow behind me. I'm
Yeah.
outdoor now.
He's a tall Italian elf that's going to introduce you to Santa.
Exactly. And now I can talk also with Fonas. I don't know if he works very well with Santa. I don't know. Maybe
He
Sure.
could be his reindeer.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
gonna help with the sleigh.
maybe he can help me. Yes.
So congratulations, man.
Thank you so much. Actually,
Yeah.
1,106. The problem with number. I recap myself.
106,000.
106,946 views.
That's
total.
amazing.
Totally,
That's amazing.
That's
So
crazy.
a little gift to my big effort for this channel. And guys, as I told you before, also with Chris, I work also in other channel, wrestling channel with Ala Magnetti, bigger than this one, older than this one, with over 18 millions of views.
Wow.
But the problem is that I tell you this story, Trevor, because you're right now. You need to understand how I'm like crazy to now like that. Because for my Mythic Legions project, I started this project since last April, and until now, because I start to pick the old figures before. So to me, everything is new. Everything is new wave to me. So, and now I have 34 figures. Another 15 are on the way to me, and I spend about $4,000 for all these figures.
Wow.
But
Is that,
the problem is not that.
is that
because
lira
dynamic,
or is
because-
that dollars?
No, in euro, I believe maybe more.
Euros,
maybe more.
your
In
euros.
euro
I'm sorry,
is
I've got the
believe,
liras.
the first shot in
Done.
euros was maybe almost near to 3,000 euros.
Wow.
For the last 17th, I spent 1,700 euros. So you
Oof,
can
I
understand.
don't want to calculate how much I've spent on Mythic Legions, honestly.
Oh,
I can calculate because I'm not good with numbers.
Yeah, you
For
either.
example, I need to take to explain how many views I have, because I need to, first of all, to count that, to remember the numbers, because I'm not good with the numbers. I can't forget even the date of my birthday sometimes, because I play with numbers. I hate numbers. But after I need to translate that. However, what happened now? Okay, for these 17 figures, I need to do 2 videos, a review and unboxing for each characters. Plus, I have other stuff in the channel of Resmi. Also, I will reveal on Christmas night my Mythic Legion secret project. I have other stop motion to do, a novel to do, to work in this novel, because sometimes I wrote one chapter 1 day a week because I haven't the time. I have another, for now, secret, but you know what I mean, musical Mythic Legions project. So a lot of stuff to do. So I'm super busy. It looks like a site also for that, because it's something that I love, but maybe too much stuff to do every day.
Stretch a little thin, my friend. Stretch a little thin. What is this Alithia favorite? What is this? What are you talking
My
about?
Alithia favorite, we have the both favorite, me and Walter, or maybe Walter tonight, is the Ceballos, the big vampire.
The Sibyl.
Oh, yeah?
We were just talking about
yes.
out of the series, which is the one that is your favorite? Because we both agree that it's a Decibus or just I can't pronounce. Yeah, I can't pronounce half of these. Yeah, the vampire brute. That was our favorite because of just the look and the size, and I was telling Mr. Allen, he's like the end game final big bad boss of the vampires. That looks like he rips guys in half.
Yeah. I gotta say, like, I like the Xylona figures in that wave a lot. Maybe more than Alithia. Trying to figure out, taking a look. It's been a while since I shot these, so Alithia looks great. I really like Krotos, though. I really like dig Krotos. He's cool as hell. Krotos and Valak. I think those are my two. So I have to pick one from each faction. Krotos and Valak.
Valak is very
because
cool.
You missed the previous topic, it's now your turn to answer the previous topic, Trevor. You can escape that. So tell me, what is your Poxus favorite now?
Oh, Poxus favorite. God, sorry, it's been a long night and I'm tired. I think with Poxus favorite, I have to go with. I like. I gotta look up the names again because I've forgotten.
I'll let you know that I went with I think Poxus. I went Poxus himself.
I was gonna go with Poxus as well.
He's got so much detail.
Yeah, it's incredible, man. He looks so good, and with the wings and everything, it's incredible. But I do love the wizards. I think Thrace is probably Wraithhaler is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing with Cosmic Legions. It's like I love just the basic female figure. Like it's like nothing even new. It's not even a new body, Thrace is a new sculpt. But just I don't know, it looks really good. It just looks really good.
All
Those
new
capes,
parts. That
soft goods from CJ is just
beautiful.
So good.
Yeah.
When I saw the reveals, your G-Con show, and by the way, I was outdoor because I was in the city, so I watched that during my travel on train when I walk in the city.
Oh yeah.
Because I was looking for that, as I told you before with Walter, because I need wizard for my Mythic Legions project, for the story of my project. And when I did an interview with CB, he told me, hey, the next wave we did something about that. So I know before, because it gave me this little spoiler that something interesting to me can happen this wave. So I watched that during this travel, and I was that blew my mind because I saw this. Looks like that now the level is bigger than before, and you can feel that sky is the limit for Mythic Legions now with these soft goods, in this new sculpt, this new stuff. However, my favorite was, I told before, Tharnog, the Orc Shaman, because I like this character. I can imagine each rule you can have with this guy. You can put this guy in the story.
I think he's going to be a sleeper. I think he's going to be a sleeper figure.
He's amazing. I think my guess for the sleeper was going to be the other.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
One of the
Zaid.
Yes.
Zende.
Yes. Zende, yes.
Yeah, we were saying that he's kind of, I think, going to be the sleeper. But the orc shaman, I think,
Agreed.
And I was trying to quietly say to, without revealing it, that the extra stuff that we're able to see that comes with the shaman and some of these other characters makes them 10 times cooler. Where you have those options, and I just go, oh my god.
Yeah, when everybody else sees what they're coming with, it's going to be. I think it's going to be. It's a long time coming. I don't know what's going on exactly.
Yeah,
I thought they would have kind of revealed things at this point, but I don't know. I guess we'll see soon, hopefully.
I think we could blame it on the photographer hasn't caught up with all the photos, and there's just not enough photos of everything, and who knows.
I'm sorry, were you there at G-Con while I was taking photos of everything, editing everything on the spot?
I tell you a secret. I'm me, the photographer of the official photographer.
It was. I'll tell you,
Nate's here. Nate Birch.
Yeah, I saw that comment. I tell you, Mr. Allen, it was hilarious, and to watch people run around and get ready for the reveals, and then in the other room, the official photos that were being shown at the same time as the reveals were happening were happening, and he's right over, right off, here's us on. He was off screen taking the official photos and sending it and emailing it and all that right at the same time.
Furiously editing photos.
And he's editing it, and I'm like, is this how it always goes? And they're kind of like, well,
pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. It's
pretty much.
But and the accessories, and he's sitting there taking photos of stuff, and I'm watching off screen, but I'm watching the live video, and then all the interns are there too at the same time. It was like watching a full circus being made and created all at the same time, and it was just the most entertaining thing to happen.
It was fun.
It's so long, and I just loved it.
It was fun.
Yeah.
And the next
dude, Alan, you got to make it out to G-Con next year.
Oh yeah,
and then Legion's Con.
I hope if I found the money, because if I continue to spend a lot of figures.
yeah, you're gonna have to cut down on the figures.
But the good news that
I need a GoFundMe for Mr. Allen.
Crowdfunding, yes. But the good news is that I got all the figures they need for my project. So
awesome.
Yes, now I have to spend for Ilithia, and not all of figures of boxes, because there's 3 guys that I don't pick because they don't work for my project. However, yes, I will spend more money, but not like that I did right now, because the all figures, knows what means,
Yeah.
So now there is the other topic that you missed, Trevor. Mythic top 5.
Boy.
You need to give to us the top 5 without to watch the checklist.
Yeah. Well,
Trevor, you gotta warn me of these things, man.
We're just throwing at you.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna interrupt you guys. My phone and camera is dying off. I've got to go. And my videos is ending right now, so I'm gonna let Trevor and Mr. Allen take over and bow out here. Thank you so much for having me. I don't want my phone to die and click out on you guys while I'm talking to you. So,
okay.
All right, man.
Thank you so much, Trevor. I love you, man. And Mr. Allen, thank you so much for joining us and letting us hang. I'll talk to you soon, and thanks so much. Congratulations again on 1 million views. So
thank you so much, Walter. Walter Senior and Walter Junior.
That's right. All right, you guys. We'll see you next time.
See you soon.
All right. Well, I'll give you my top 5, and then I got to run too, because I am so tired.
No problem. Also because I started this stream with Chris, later with Chris and Walter, so I started 2 hour and a half. I'm also a little bit tired to me.
Yeah.
Me too, not to me.
I'm sure. All right. I'm going to try and give you my top 5. I'm looking back here. I'm going to say, since I got him, somewhere in there is going to be Otho.
Oh yes.
Let's say maybe probably number 3. Ravina is probably my number 1. I don't know what it is about this figure, but I really love this figure.
Yes, I know these figures. I believe it was a fan choice, this one. I'm correct for that.
What's that?
Was a fan choice character, this one.
Yes, exactly. Yes, the Kickstarter, right? Yep. And I don't know. I love the eyes and I don't know. I love the color of the armor, and I don't know. This is one of my favorite figures. I've probably shot her more than anything else. Let's see what else. That's 2. I'm gonna have to say Brother Mandibulus is in there. He's awesome. What else? Delphina is up there. Now that I got this cool cape, this is a Max Bird cape.
So is the
really
cape
cool.
is posable? That cape.
Correct. Yeah. It's great. But
Beautiful.
I love this sculpt. I love that face.
Oh, there
sculpt,
is his boyfriend right here. Take a look, Trevor. There is the boyfriend
Who's
of
that?
the
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Comes to me yesterday, this one.
And I pick a lot of female characters. Hadriana.
Oh,
Another one of
Hadriana,
my
yes.
favorites. Yep. So that's 4, and I would say
your number 1. Who is?
Well, Ravina is probably my number 1, but God, I don't know. I do like the dwarves, so I do like Helmer. Helmer is cool too.
Wow, unbelievable! You know what is my favorite? That this on the way to
Helmer.
me? Helmer, exactly. It's my number 1.
Is it really? Oh, I
yes.
thought maybe King Bromden was your favorite.
No, King Bromden is my number 4.
Oh, okay.
My number 5 is the Stone Troll, the Stone Troll 2, by the way. Number 4 is King Bromden. Number 3 is Atlas. Number 2 Ursok, and number 1 is Almir Golden Tooth.
Atlas is cool too. Yeah. I love the army of Leodicius. It's one of my favorite. That's my favorite faction, I think.
And these 3, number 1, 2, and 3, are on the way to me because I got them recently.
Nice.
So can't wait to have finally my 3 favorite in my.
That's awesome.
So I'm very.
I think you got to do a video of your top 5. That would be cool.
Yes, when when I will have all of them, yes, but not now because
awesome.
You can count how many videos you need to do. 2 videos for all 17 figures, maybe 3 or 2 collection update, the video for the reveal from my Mythic Legion Secret Project, and the other one later. This is related with music, you know what that, but still a secret also.
Right.
Well, including the other stuff, I'm super busy, so maybe the top 5 later, not now.
Yeah. All right. Well, it sounds like you got to get some sleep. I got to get some sleep.
Yes,
so
exactly. So thank you
sorry
so much.
I came on so late, but
no problem.
Thanks for having me on, and congratulations again on 1 million views, man. That's awesome.
Yes, thank
Great.
you so much.
I can't wait to get to 1 million views on my channel.
Anything
Someday.
is possible. The only way is work. If you work, you need to work hard, because sometimes on this video, because it's a video also to news, and upload maybe 14 videos one day, so it's a crazy work. But because of this channel, awesome. I and the other one, I can pay my taxes, I can pay my foods every month, so I got some money. It's not bad.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. Congratulations, man.
So thank you so much. Congratulations for your amazing job in your photos, because I saw the Poxus work that you did. Very beautiful, my friend.
Thank you, man.
See you
Appreciate
soon.
it, Alan.
And thank you so much to join the show.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye. And goodbye to all of you guys.